The architecture of discipline, building a life of unwavering consistency. We've all felt it. That surge, that electrifying spark of inspiration that promises to change everything. We call it motivation. It pushes us to start, to dream, to declare grand intentions. But how often does that spark truly ignite a lasting fire? How often does it carry us beyond the initial burst, through the inevitable valleys, into the summit we envisioned? Motivation is a beautiful, powerful guest, but it's also a fickle one. It arrives unannounced, often when conditions are perfect, when the sun is shining and the path seems clear. But what happens when the clouds roll in, when the novelty wears off, when the sheer effort required begins to outweigh the initial excitement? We wait for motivation to return, often indefinitely. We become prisoners of our feelings, believing that progress is only possible when we feel like it. But true transformation isn't built on fleeting emotion. It's built on something far more resilient. This is where discipline enters the narrative. Not as a harsh taskmaster, but as an architect. Motivation is the spark that gives you the vision for a magnificent building. Discipline is the blueprint, the foundation, the steady hand that lays each brick day after day, regardless of the weather, regardless of how you feel. It's the commitment to the process, long after the mood has passed. It's the understanding that true freedom isn't found in doing only what you want, but in building the capacity to do what must be done to achieve what you truly desire. The grandest structures aren't built in a single heroic effort. They're built brick by brick, beam by beam. Discipline thrives not on monumental leaps, but on microscopic commitments. Don't aim to write a novel, aim to write a page. Don't aim to run a marathon, aim to run for 10 minutes. These small, consistent actions, performed daily, create an unstoppable momentum. They rewire your brain, build new neural pathways, and transform your identity. You don't become disciplined by waiting for motivation. You become disciplined by consistently doing the work, however small, until it becomes who you are. Discipline's truest test lies in its relationship with discomfort. Our modern world constantly whispers promises of instant gratification, of effortless success. But anything truly worthwhile demands a toll. It demands that we lean into the uncomfortable, that we choose the harder path. Not because we enjoy the struggle, but because we understand its purpose. Delayed gratification isn't about deprivation. It's about prioritizing your future self. It's about making choices today that your future self will thank you for. The pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret is eternal. You are not just a product of your willpower. You are a product of your environment. If you want to build a disciplined life, you must become an architect of your surroundings. Make the desired behavior easy and the undesired behavior difficult. Remove temptations. Create cues for positive habits. Your environment can be your greatest ally or your most formidable foe. Don't rely solely on brute force willpower. Design a world where discipline is the default, where your goals are constantly nudged into existence by the very space you inhabit. Even the most skilled architect needs a team, and even the most disciplined individual benefits from accountability. Share your goals, find a partner, report your progress. External accountability can be the gentle push or the firm hand that keeps you on track when your internal resolve wavers. And just as crucial is reflection. Regularly assess your progress, celebrate your small victories, and learn from your inevitable missteps. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistent course correction. It's about understanding that every setback is a lesson, not a failure. This is the profound paradox of discipline. It feels like restriction, but it is the ultimate path to freedom. Freedom from procrastination, freedom from regret, freedom to choose your highest self day after day. It's the freedom to build the life you envision, not just dream about it. The architecture of discipline isn't about building walls around yourself. It's about building a sturdy foundation from which you can launch into the extraordinary. It's about unlocking the vast untapped potential that lies dormant within you, waiting for the steady hand of commitment to bring it to life. So where do you begin? Not with a grand declaration, but with a single brick. What is one small, consistent action you can commit to starting today? 1 minute of meditation? 1 page of reading? One healthy choice? Lay that brick, then lay another tomorrow and another. Stop waiting for motivation to strike. Become the architect of your own destiny. Build your discipline and watch as the life you've always imagined begins to rise. Magnificent and unwavering. From the foundation you've meticulously laid. The time to build is now. Your future self is waiting.